thinking you're the only one there right now.
Hello. So I guess I got talked into this.
Yeah,
The guinea pig.
I didn't twist his arm.
Nope.
I didn't.
Not
I
much.
swear.
Not much.
The G pig.
Yeah.
I like your message, Lynn. It's funny. Should be a fun night. Glad you're here in a new co-host position, Brian, aka Mr. G Pig. That's great.
I'm not getting paid for the guinea pig.
Look at this. Hello, Trinity. You're gonna catch Grandpa on here too. So wait till a few more people come in, and we'll talk about what we're up to, what we've been doing.
No good.
All that, other than bowling, which is practically our life. But yeah. Other than that, Grandpa, I'm so surprised to see you and miss you guys. We miss you too, honey.
Move out here.
Hi, Evelyn. Can you guys hear us okay? I'm waiting. Sherry. Hello, Sherry. Glad I caught this. I just got home after a long day at work. We've been running around a little bit today.
Oh,
A little bit. Thank you, Evelyn. Hear and see you fine. Okay. If it's too loud, let me know. I will tune it down.
Throw the dog outside.
Yeah, we'll throw the dog outside if he starts barking. Whew, because that's life in this house. He's crazy.
So we figured she'd get me on here and talk about what we're doing for the week, and been a little hectic, but just the beginning of fall and winter.
Yep.
We're gonna enjoy ourselves. Figured we bowl 4 nights a week.
4
4
days, nights, 2 days, 2 nights.
And just get out of the house and have fun.
Yep. Another venture we're doing, we're going to attempt. I've posted it on my Facebook page that we're going to start doing yard sales and flea markets and stuff like that and try to resell things. I have a live show next Wednesday on Whatnot for the first venture. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. It'll be interesting. But that'll be before this live stream. So
yeah, it doesn't look to be too hard. Just got to know what you got to do and some of the stuff that's out there, prices that are there, and that's easy to do nowadays.
The hardest thing is knowing what to buy, what to look for.
Have fun and we'll travel. That's it.
Yep.
You can always scan it and see what it comes up with for a price. $2 if it's worth 40.
Nope.
That's bonus. So we'll give it a shot and see what happens.
Right. Yeah, Max is right here going.
Yeah. He's got food. He's got water.
But yes, today we had to go pick up Max's medicine, and then we went to Jimmy John's and had an unwich, and man, that was good. We haven't had one in a long time. And Lynn says, "You're busy. Stop it. You make me look lazy." No. You know, Lynn, for 20 years, I did not bowl, and I missed it so much. And it was like, we would drive past the bowling alley here in town, and Brian would tell me all the time, go try it. And I'm like, nope. I was too afraid, because the last time I had bowled prior to last fall, I had knee issues. I had back issues. I was a lot heavier. And, you know, we all know how that goes. Once you lose weight and you get your health in better shape, there's a lot more things you can do. And it was great. It was yes, Evelyn, it was fantastic. So we decided last fall, prior to the start of the bowling season, we went into the bowling alley and we bowled. And I bowled so bad. I said, I can't do this.
I had never bowled and I beat her. That's sad. Not 10 pins sad. Anyway.
And we are very
competitive.
Very in everything. Whether it's cards, backgammon, anything, very competitive. So when my first game, going back was a 65. And I'm like, oh no, that don't work. I was averaging about a 170 when I left in my 40s and couldn't bowl. It was just hurting too much. And it was like, so when that happened, I was like, I was about to cry. I'm like, that's awful. I said, I can't do this, man. And then I am back up to almost 170 average and just loving it. I am so glad we're doing it. And he's doing remarkably well most of the time. Most of the
Have my days. So
we all do. We do. I do too. It's crazy, but it's so much fun. We bowl on Tuesday nights, Thursday nights. I miss Chris's lives on Tuesday nights. I miss their live streams on Thursday. Ready, Set, Keto is going to come back and do their Thursday nights. And then we're starting Monday afternoons next Monday. And then we're bowling Friday afternoon. So, yeah. Thank you. It took a bit. It took a bit to get back there, but it felt great.
It took a little bit of me beating her up, trying to get her butt in there and give it a shot.
He beats me up. I've got bruises, man. I just kidding. I do have bruises, but it ain't from him. But yeah, it's been a venture. So between bowling and then now our Wednesdays will be live streams, and we'll be off of here in time for Chris Ash's live stream, which is why we set it at 6:00. And then weekends, yard sailing, I guess, if we're not doing anything else. I still will have the live streams on Fridays most often. And I got to say, if anybody hasn't heard, Sana has had her baby. And I just saw a post that her husband put up in her name on Facebook. She was admitted back in the hospital on Sunday or Monday. And he's asking for prayers. So please keep Sana in your prayers. The baby's fine. He weighed 10 pounds, 2 ounces, and 21 inches long. So, but he's fine. Her husband and baby are at the hospital with her. If she's still there, I have not heard from her. But keep them in your thoughts and prayers. Yeah. But anyway, this Friday, I will not be doing a live stream because we're going to Russell Springs to see Ash and Chris perform. So that's going to be fun. And Deb's coming up, my sister. She's coming up and going with us. So that's this weekend. But this past week, we've just been hanging out, doing the same thing that we always do. That's why you guys got to give us some kind of topics because we're pretty boring.
in my downtime, still trying to finish the painting. So
yes.
I'm working on that little by little as much as I can do before my head gives in and says no more. I've got other things I'm working on that had too much going on. I had to stop and reevaluate what's more important than getting the painting done and getting the car in the garage because we had one heck of a storm here last week. And, there was hail coming down. We had to pack it up as fast as I couldn't get there. And I took a shower going outside, and I should have just brought soap and shampoo. I wouldn't have had to even scrub. It would have just washed on and off. It was that bad. So I'm keeping busy. And get the laser printer going again here shortly. Figure out some things.
Yes, he was starting to work on the getting to meet Chris and Ash. Yes, it will be. It'll be great. He was trying to work on the cutting boards, and the two he had done first was part of my giveaway, and I hope they like them. Jennifer Lucas and Andy Dwyer won the 2 giveaways. And then he has coasters made that are just fantastic. They're like lighthouses printed on them that he could go grab and we could show him. He did some on black slate and on wood, and they're really nice. And then I have my merch shop, and I have those the cutting boards can be customized, whatever within limit. I mean, they're just certain size, whatever you would want on them. And so that's another project he's got to work on, and that's his thing. And yeah, I'm just working on trying to get stuff up on this Whatnot shop. I'm gonna have him go to eBay. I got to set up an eBay store. We have our Etsy shop with the pens on it that I'm trying to switch over to Spotify, which is where the cutting boards are. Shopify, not Spotify. Shopify, which is where the cutting boards are. And so that's it. Brian went to get those coasters to show you. My granddaughter says my great grandson is kicking so much now. It's awesome. For those of you that don't know, we're going to be great grandparents in December. The baby's due the end of December. Hello, Naomi. I'm so glad you're here. And those of you that are here, the same. I didn't know how this would go. I know some people are just getting out of work. I don't even think about this stuff. Having been retired now for so many years, it doesn't even, it's like, what? Working? What? Here comes trouble. Here's one that he did on black slate. That shows really good. That's one of the cutting boards. Or not cutting boards, coasters. These are ones that he's done on wood. There's one design. Oops. There's another one. And this is of a train. That's really cool. Hope you guys could see those good. And then he started doing these little phone holders for your cell phone. It just has a little stand, and he put his name on it. And those are pretty cool.
Actually, I can take the logo off of that with the X on it and put anything you need. If you have a certain animal you like or whatever.
Yeah.
I did one for Noah, and I put a guitar on it. He loved it. He was happy in anything.
Noah Burrows, James and Emily's son. Beautiful work, Evelyn said. Yeah, he does okay. Lynn says, nice, Brian. And she said, that's exciting. Great grandparents. It is. Did you see what Trinity said? The baby is kicking so much now. I'm putting him over here so you can see him. That's awesome, Trin. She sent me a video of her stomach where the baby was moving. She circled where he's moving a little bit. It was so cool. Those have been so many years ago for me. It's like, whatever. But yeah, it's like, but our life is just.
It's about the same every day. It's just, we do different things once in a while, but
very rarely.
We really don't have to get up unless we have doctor's appointments. No. And
but I do anyway.
Yeah, we're up pretty early. Of course, we have Max who gets us up if we're not.
Yes.
And some days he doesn't, but sometimes it's 6 o'clock, 5 o'clock. It's like, good grief, a little early. Hi,
Nan. You just missed, Brian showed some of his work that he's done, the coasters.
Yeah.
We'll show him back a little bit later when more people come in. There's Lisa. There's Sean. Hello. You're fine. Lisa's saying hi. Hello. I'm so glad you all are joining us because we were like, okay, we really need to do this, but whatever are we going to talk about? Because we have got to be the most boring people on the face of the earth. It's like we just do. We just exist.
She has her room and I have mine.
Pretty much. Not bedrooms now. But
not yet.
That's coming because I can't sleep because he snores like a banshee. And yeah. So I'll tell you what's going on with that kind of stuff. I don't know if any of you saw what Wendy, Loving It on Keto, she's been having a lot of issues and a lot of tests that she's having run. And it's almost like we are sisters because the same test that she's having, I've already had. I had a heart monitor on for 2 weeks. I've had an echocardiogram. I had to do a home sleep test where they give you this watch type thing that has a device that goes over your finger and it's attached. And you got to sleep with that for one night. So I had that. And I asked the guy that brought the device to send me the results because I don't go see my cardiologist till the 19th to get the results in. Well, he sent it to me and it's like, great. There was 300 and some odd times where my oxygen level dropped during the night. So I think a CPAP is in my future. And favorite keto recipe of all time. Ooh, let me think on that. And then saying hi to each other. No, Max. He's over here getting ready.
He wants to go for a walk.
Put him outside. Put him.
Yeah, he'll be fine.
But I'll think about that one. So anyway, with this test, it showed that there were several times that my oxygen level dropped to about 80. Now, I know with the beginning of COVID, they were saying back then, because it attacked lungs so badly when it first came out, that if your oxygen dropped below 90, you needed to be concerned and get to the doctor or the hospital or something. Well, seeing this graph that I was sent, there were several times it dropped to about 80. And I'm like, all right, at least it didn't drop to 0. I'm still breathing. This one, he goes to bed before me because I am such an insomniac and he gets tired. And we'll go in there, or I'll go in there and he's snoring so loud. I'm like, oh, good Lord. And if I mute everything in the room, like we have the TV going in our bedroom, and I know they say you should shut that off and all this and that, I would not be able to sleep. Because I also have tinnitus or however you want to say it, that is escalated when it's quiet. Otherwise, I don't pay attention to it. So it's not as bad as it could be. Cindy, did you try Victor's bread again? I still have some of that left, but no, I have not. It's good. It's not the best I've had, but it's so buttery. It's like, holy cow.
Take it out of the
I can wring it out.
Yeah. You can put it right in the frying pan without adding anything to it. Make French toast.
Yes.
Not a problem. It's good, but it's messy.
Yeah. So Evelyn, I'm going to turn this back on you. What's your favorite keto recipe of all time that you've made to date? Gosh, I have been using, oh my goodness. I'm telling you, I am so on this app, this Chat GPT app.
Let's see, there's ice cream, there's fudge, there's you name it.
Keto chow in general, yes. But I have had this app create quite a few recipes for me. And I've put some on my website, which is cindydemanch.com. And I'm telling you, I asked her to create a ketovore meatloaf. I was very specific, using 80-20 ground beef. That's how I asked it. And it came up with it was great. We still have some left. And then I did the same thing with stuffed green bell peppers. And it just spits out a recipe. And everything is keto this or ketovore this. Once I ask it for the ketovore meatloaf, the next thing I asked for, I can't remember, but they said it put in there ketovore, whatever. It was pretty interesting. But I watched Cooking with Dave, and he does this. He takes a He'll check with Chat GPT to create a recipe, and he makes it on air on his videos. And he is the most entertaining person. He's funny. Oh
Hence,
my
he's
word.
put us on this new project that we're working on.
Yeah, he also has
She
a couple other
yeah.
channels, ADH Dave and ADH Dave Picks, where he shows on the ADH Dave, he shows being in his basement picking his orders from eBay or whatnot or what have you in it or whatever sites he's on. And the Picks channel, he's out there getting stuff. He's going to yard sales, estate sales, and all this stuff. And he kind of shows you in general what to look for. So to make a profit off of it, to try to resell it. That's pretty interesting. But he's entertaining also. And it's fun to watch. He's just great. So anyhow, back to recipes. I'll have to use the app for the recipe suggestions. Yes, he is funny. And I'm telling you that it's just incredible. It's crazy. This app gets so specific. You can ask it anything. It gets so specific.
I don't really think we have a favorite. It's just they all taste good. It doesn't matter. It's if anything, I like the I think I like the truffles pretty good in the morning.
The truffles.
Yeah, the maple walnut truffles are really good.
We don't have any. Well, I haven't made any maple walnut in a long time.
No,
I have some banana bread ones.
No thanks. No thanks. I don't feel like an ape yet. I'm a guinea pig, remember?
Let me tell you, we still have some of that cheesecake left. Evan says things I haven't made because it's dangerous. Buckeyes, creme brulee, things I have made. My family's ketofied Pennsylvania Dutch pumpkin pie and my toffee. Recipes, please. That sounds good. They both do. So I think Cooking with Dave didn't know he had other channels. Yes, he is so funny. And Nan, tell me correct me if I'm wrong, but on my Facebook page, are you the one that mentioned Terry Least to get her on the live stream? Liz says, I've been using that app for a while, and it's better than asking Google or Alexa, I think. It is. And I had never heard of it till I started watching Cooking with Dave. He is just funny. Well, if you haven't seen, she is coming on. I forget when. But I did reach out to her, and she is very, very nice. We just got the banana bread yesterday. Shell made some banana bread truffles. They were so good. They are, Sean. But this one doesn't like bananas. Mm-hmm. It was all I could do to get him to taste the cheesecake because he's such a cheesecake fan.
The guinea pig finally didn't like something.
Yes, Nan. Thank you for the suggestion. I was shocked. And I told him. And Chris and Miriam said it on their live stream when they announced the flavor. It doesn't have a big banana flavor. It has a big bread flavor. They're spot on because to get the banana flavor, you better put some banana extract or banana flavoring in it. She says what she thinks. Yep. It'll be interesting. So yeah, those are coming up. I am pretty much booked. I'm waiting for Evelyn and Carl. I've got Andy Dwyer and Susan Dwyer coming on. I have my calendar in the other room. I have this lady, Caitlin, that I had seen on Dustin's coming on the 20th on the Friday live streams. 13th, Sean, Mr. S.D. Bradley. And I have a question for you, Sean. I grew up next door to some Bradleys in Cincinnati. He's already bananas, so he doesn't need to eat them. Good one. You're right. When I did the thumbnail for this, I brought up images of a guinea pig because I knew I had to include it. And I'm going to use the same one every week because why not? It doesn't have a date on it. It just says Wednesdays. and I had him pick out an image. So the one that's on the thumbnail for these videos, he picked out. That's him. So yeah, it's interesting. But recipes that wow. I pretty much like everything. It's hard. One thing I will not eat. Now, here's an easy one to ask me. What will you not eat? Sardines. Not happening.
No.
Not. And I ask him every time we go to the store, should we get some sardines? Nope. 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 Bradley's in part of it. Really? He's from New Hampshire, from the Nashua area. That's where we moved from when we moved to Kentucky. Yep. But that's wild. The people next door to me, they were originally from Pennsylvania, actually. So it was pretty neat. I've been meaning to check with you on that. They were really good people. In fact, my best friend is their oldest daughter who lives out in California now. But yeah, so it's a small world. And the Bradleys I know from Cincinnati, New Hampshire, there's the connection somewhere. You can have all of them, Lisa, because that's a big no. She said, I'll eat the sardines for you, Cindy. If you look over here, I'll highlight it. It's easier. So what would you all like to know? Because they grew up in West Lebanon, he said.
No, too far away.
New Hampshire. Brian grew up in Nashua. His parents, him. I moved there in 2003. Yes. Yep. 2003. Feed the sardines to our dogs. I wouldn't even do that to Max. You want to get him?
He probably like it.
He's going to start barking. But no, maybe the cat, but we don't have a cat. I would feed stuff like that to a cat. But sorry. For those of you that like sardines, I am sorry. I can't. I see all these people doing all these sardine challenges. Evelyn said their dogs love the sardines. That's okay. What about you, Evelyn? It's supposed to be good for you. I can't. It's like Wendy made something this morning on the video, some like egg custard with sardines in the bottom. It was like, I could do it with chicken. Lisa says, meow.
Meow.
Oh, Lord. Who did you used to aggravate with that? Trinity? There were things. He used to aggravate out of our grandchildren all the time. When they all lived with us for a while.
They loved it.
That was a headache. No, it wasn't a headache. It was hectic. It wasn't a headache. Everything was good.
They loved it.
I was watching Dustin's live from Tuesday night this morning, and him and Chandra were talking about how they're going out of town and they're going to get an Airbnb, and most places only have one bathroom. They said, I didn't go to work. I said, well, I looked at Brian. I said, we lived in a 974 square foot house, 13 people, one bathroom, and we made it work. I do wish I liked sardines because they're good for you. Wish I liked liver too. Brian loves liver.
That's good.
Oh, my word.
Take enough.
I have to be in the right mood for them. I try to eat them once a month. I'd rather have liver cooked in a pound of bacon. There you go. When we were in New Hampshire, how many times did you have liver and onions? 3?
3 at least.
Yeah. He loves it. And I have cooked it for him before. I like Braunschweiger. That's the only kind of liver I'm going to eat.
See, I used to go out to eat a lot with my parents back then. And I wasn't afraid to try stuff. Matter of fact, my mother was like, "Try it, try it." And I used to try everything.
Did she
Yeah,
try it all?
no. And my sister hated everything. She wouldn't try anything. But my father and I, we'd get the liver and other things that we used to eat. Steamers. My mother didn't mind those. She hates them. I get them at the restaurants now. She's like, "Ew, don't eat those in front of me."
Oh God.
That's pretty good. But yeah.
I got to tell you, we went to this restaurant years ago, and I'm thinking clams. I like clam strips. I'm good with that. And I knew steamers were clams, but these were deep fried clams. And I thought, okay, clam strips are good. So these are bound to be all right.
Nope.
Well, I bit into it, a piece of it, and I saw the green inside. I'm like, nope, nope. Took them back. I said, I can't eat I can't, nope. And it's like when he eats lobster. At least I'm a weirdo. I love all livers, chicken hearts, and chicken. I like the gizzards now. I haven't tried the hearts. My mom grew up in Dublin, Ireland. Her family didn't have indoor plumbing until after she grew up and moved out. Wow. That had to be hard. But that's what you're used to, then you don't know any different. I couldn't do that, Sean. I'm not a camper. I don't know. Nope. I've never been camping other than being in a cabin. I won't sleep in a tent anywhere. Nobody never could pay me to do that. I am such a girly girl. Nope. Nope. I don't like frog legs. I've never tried those either. No, there's just some things. I tried spinach, cooked spinach. I took maybe 2 bites. I'm like, it's okay, but no, I'm good. That was a long time ago. Never again. I can eat it dry. I can eat it fresh in a salad. But once it gets all slimy cooked and it just looks gross, and no. If it looks bad, I'm not going to eat it. And he eats anything.
Pretty much.
Our second date, I'll tell you, if I said this on our last live, I am so sorry, but this is hysterical. And I'm pretty sure I did when Evelyn asked, or somebody asked how we met. Our second date, we went to a seafood place and he had a plate. I mean, it was big. It was huge, piled. And here's this little bitty guy, and I'm a lot heavier than now. And I'm looking at him and I'm looking at his food. I'm like, where in the world are you going to put that? Every bite, every morsel was gone. He looks at me. He says, I have 2 stomachs. He's a cow. Our travel trailer is really nice. We call it our guest house. Yeah, I would imagine that's be the only way I would travel. And you know, when we go places, I do 99% of the driving. So when we went to New Hampshire, and we left on the 9th and we came back on the 15th. And you got to figure a day and a half driving both ways. We only got a few days to spend with the kids, and we went to see his father, and that was a rough thing. That was very hard.
Well, it's hard because I like to drive. I used to do all the driving, and now it's pretty much once in a great while when I feel I can do it. It's hard. It's got to be the biggest thing I miss.
No, I mean, it was hard seeing your dad.
Yeah.
That was tough. When we got to the nursing home he's in, he was asleep. He was in this community area where they eat their meals and stuff. And he's going to be 90 years old this month. Brian went over and pulled a chair over next to him, and he's trying to wake him up. He's doing this, and his dad is sitting there with his hands folded in his lap. And I said, shake his hands, just move his hands around. And that woke him up. And he looked at Brian like, and this man has not known who he was for years, many years. But he looked at Brian with a smile on his face like he knew who he was.
Yeah.
And there was like some recognition there. And it was very touching, very heart.
Made my day, pretty much.
Yeah. I've got a
The
picture
thought that
of.
he knew who I was more than I could take. I
Yeah.
was happy with anything.
Yep. It was great. I have a picture of them. I can get to it here. I'll show you. He looks so much like his father.
No.
You do. Oh, hell. You do. There you go. Let me get this off of here. That's Brian and his dad. That was at the nursing home after we woke him up. Beforehand, that's how he was sitting there. And he had just had some lunch, and they had a towel wrapped around him like a bib. You know, he has a hard time. He had a little bit of sauce stuff on his towel. But I mean, he looked at Brian like there was total recognition there. He didn't talk much, but it was pretty wild. Max, no.
You're not going for a walk.
He's sitting here talking to us like, what about me? What about me?
He wants his walking. Too late. He's got to go later.
I'll get right to that, Sherry. But yeah, it was a very special moment. That's for sure. We didn't stay long because he went right back to sleep. And, you know, at this point, that's all he's going to do for the most part. Brian's sister goes over once a week and says it's pretty much all he's doing is sleeping. And, you know, we woke him up once. I wasn't going to wake him up again. And that was pick him up so they can see him and he'll stop. Because he's a pain. He can be. All right, Sherry Reagan, any advice for newbie for Keto Palooza 2024? Have fun and reach out. Introduce yourself to anyone and everyone you see. Dr. Barry, Joe and Rachel, anybody, whoever you want to meet, reach out to them because everyone is approachable. I went the first year with my sister 2 years ago, and here's Max. Here's Max. And
oh, baby.
Yeah. We had a blast. I mean, we met Dr. Barry, had our picture taken with him. Just so many. Chris and Miriam from Keto Chow, Joe and Rachel. Just, you know, obviously Autumn and Richard, and they're a hoot. They're funny.
Oh, it's not just that. It's everybody that's there. You can talk to anybody and share your stories. It's that simple.
Right. Brian went last year with us. Yep. This year he's opted to stay home with Max. Because anybody that doesn't know, Max is mostly blind. He has an enlarged heart that he's on heart medication for. He has doggy dementia, which the vet explained it. If he just stands there and stares at nothing, that's one good sign of it. But yeah, I was talking to the lady at the vet's today when I went to pick up his medicine, and I'm like, when do you really know that they've had enough when they keep going? It's hard because you see it. I mean, he'll stare at things. He runs into things because he can't see too good. I could be standing on that side of the room and call his name, and he's looking on this side, everywhere but where it's coming from. And he's just kind of lost in the woods.
No, he does, but he follows me around quite a bit, and every once in a while he'll go into the garage where I do my work and lay down his blanket and look at me like, "Well, aren't you coming in?" I'm like, "Not today." He has his little his little schedules, just like we do. Good boy.
Evelyn
Yeah.
said hi to Sherry. Anyway, Sherry, back to that. Sorry, I got distracted because if he starts acting up, I'm gonna put him outside and get some fresh air. Keto Palooza is such a laid back event. Just really the best advice is have fun. Evelyn could really chime into this. Her first year, I believe, was last year, and she is something special. She really is. It's just incredible how she reacted and how she interacted. She had everybody in tears when she got up and asked questions and voiced her concerns about the anticipation of being there. But it was great hearing people's stories. And that's one thing I wish. I mean, we had a small event in Eaton, Ohio, where everybody there got up and told their story that I have posted on videos. I had to break it into 4 parts. That was the only event I'd been to where you're hearing everybody else's story, where everybody in the room can hear it. Keto Palooza, that's too big to do. Other events are way too big to do it. But that's why I ask people, if you want to get your story out there, come on the live streams with us or with me, because people need to hear them. I started my channel about a year ago after hearing Dr. Berry, 2 Crazy Ketos. Tell your story. Somebody is going to relate, and somebody out there is going to be benefited from your story. And I'm trying, it's like YouTube is a beast, but yeah. But Keto Palooza, reach out to me when you get there, when I get there. I don't know when you're going to arrive, but I will be there Friday afternoon, and I'll introduce you around because I don't care. I'll just go up to anybody.
I mean, it's.
I never used to, though.
It's not big like the Austin one. It's you got about 300 people in there, and that's it. It's a very confined room, and I mean, you can mingle, just go table to table or whatever, and
it's a lot more personable.
It's personable, yeah. There's people there, and the doctors. I mean, you can catch them standing in a room and just ask a question. They don't care; they'll answer it. And you get questions, they ask for questions when they're done talking. Stand up, go to the microphone, shoot it at them. Hopefully, you get what you're looking for an answer. It's that much. Just have to listen, though. And they do talk quite a bit for a while, and about a lot of different subjects. So
they've got a certain amount of time, and Autumn chases them off the stage.
Oh yes.
I don't care who it is.
Nope.
They're gone. But yeah, it's good. It's a very regimented event. From Friday, I mean, she knows what she's going to do, Autumn. She is very meticulous about everything, and it's great. Everything is just wonderful. Lynn says, very emotional moment about your dad. I'm sure. Poor guy. Glad you could spend the time together. Yes. He said, hi, Max. Do they let you check into a hotel before 3? I think so. I don't quote me. I don't know. Dustin would be a good one to ask that, if he would show his face in this live stream. But don't know. She was looking forward to meeting you, Brian. Sorry. Oh, Max is a very sweet face. Poor baby.
There was a couple of reasons besides the dog. At that point,
he's trying to get a part-time job.
Get a part-time job. We really didn't have money for it, but we'd have been fine if I'd have done it. But putting a dog into a kennel for a couple of days into a place to be watched is just the prices are insane. And we have neighbors that could watch them, but I don't want to put them out into trouble with that. That's too much work for somebody.
Right.
So I'll just stay home with them. I'll be fine.
Evelyn said the first person I saw at the door was Maria Emmerich. Hers was the first keto cookbook I ever bought. I was in tears. Yes, you were. And I was standing there and I'm like, dang, this woman is breaking down. Good idea. take notes. Bring a notebook because, man, there's a lot of information. And hello, coffee, walks, and whatever. Deb and AJ, I believe. Anyhow, so what else? What's next? What's up? What's up?
I don't know.
Life,
Yeah, it's good.
health wise.
Yeah.
How are your sugars been?
Been better. I since I changed a few things, so not so bad.
Mhm.
Kind of tweaking a few times, a few moments in a day, but little by little, I'm getting there. Sometimes a little bit too much. Dropped like a rock yesterday out of nowhere.
Oh
well,
my
after I
word!
bowled three games,
Last night his
one
blood
time.
sugars were down in the 40s.
It was like, ooch, a little too much. Need to eat too much exercise.
That was crazy.
Yep. 114-pound ball just did me in.
Yeah. All right. We got more people in here that haven't seen these. Now show them again. This is some for those of you that joined after we show these. These are some coasters that Brian has made on his laser printer. There's the train. And I'm not going to say because it's clear what that is. And another one. And this is the one on the slate, which I can't believe how clear that is on that picture.
Yep.
That's awesome. That turned out so good. He had done one, he took one picture of our grandson. You still have that in there?
I don't know. Might.
He took a picture of just a regular picture of our grandson pitching a baseball. I mean, he's a pitcher. Just as he was releasing the ball was just come out of his hand, and he took that picture and put it on a wooden piece. And man, it came out so good. And this is a cell phone holder that he made. Just a little thing. He has fun with it. He wanted to buy this thing, and I'm like, oh Lord, another device. It's not cheap, but it's okay. Yeah, he enjoys it. He has so much fun with it all. You got food over there, Max? But he went to look for that. He's got it. He went to look for a picture of our grandson. The way it came out on this wood is incredible. Here's this picture. That ball is out of his hand. That's how close, how good he is at taking photos.
Yeah, I took it with a 35mm camera.
It was just
And
crazy.
I didn't just get that one. I got about 3 others, about the same thing, a little bit farther apart. But timing is everything. I get it nailed down 3 seconds before I want to take the pictures. When I have to think, now is it? Click, and then it shows up. And nowadays with the screens, you can actually see if you've gotten it or not. Back in the day, I had 35mm camera with the film cartridges, and I did the same thing, exact same thing. Hand, balls out of the hand, and I had one with a kid with the catcher's mitt, and was about a foot away from the catcher's mitt from going into it, and I stopped it and I caught it. And I did that for some parents that were watching their son catch, and they couldn't believe it. I just handed them the roll. I said, develop it, let me know how it came out, gave it to them. And they came back with the pictures. I was amazed. I said, man, I did it. They were like so thankful, so thankful. And I did it for fun. That's what I used to do. I used to have a lot of fun, go out and do things, and enjoy myself as a young person. And
that was a long time ago.
Yeah, it was a long time ago. Ain't kidding. No gray hair, full head of hair.
They said awesome.
No issues.
Yeah. Lisa said, love the slate. That's awesome, Brian. Eventually, when he gets more made, we're going to put those on Shopify. On my website, I have links to my Keto Chow affiliate link, my affiliate link to Scrummy Sweets, my spread shop where you get t-shirts, aprons, stickers, magnets, caps, aprons, all kinds of stuff. 2 different styles that I created on Canva. I'm real big with You Matter. And I saw that this little plaque when I went to Texas to visit a friend of mine last May, right?
Yeah.
We went in this store where he had all this ironworks that with sayings in them, and it's just so simple. You matter, because a lot of people don't feel that they do. So I wanted to use that when I created my two designs to go on my merch, and yeah, it's like you matter today, tomorrow, and always. And it was just there. I'm like, it's not just this moment that you matter, it's always. And some people just need to be reminded. And I'm one of those sometimes. But yeah, so I really liked it. I bought that little sign. And when I told Brian, I said, I need something that just says this. And I decided to do it on my own on Canva and create the logos that I liked, and they turned out pretty good, I think. So I'm just an amateur. It's okay. My watches tell me I need to stand.
No, I do need you. The guinea pig needs to eat.
Yeah. That'll be later. I don't know if you guys can hear him, but he's like in the background. No.
He's used to going
No.
out for a walk about this time.
Nope. Oh, you got to go earlier on Wednesday. So, anyway, on the website, there's the spread shop. There's also Shopify, where right now the cutting boards are on there. And like I said, you can customize those with whatever. Right now, the ones he had that you can see on there is Keto Kitchen, obviously, with 2 different designs. But yeah, I want to get these on there, but he has to make a lot more. And he could customize these to be anything. They don't have to be lighthouses or trains. He can put whatever design on those. So yeah. And then we've got this other thing going on, this reselling thing. Gonna attempt. Keep your fingers crossed. We're trying everything we can here. But all that, and I have recipes on there. I started a blog on there a long time ago. I put a couple little things on there. So all that's on my website that I created. I don't know how I did it. I was like, I could actually do this. The next thing is try to sell from there. I don't know. I got enough going on. I can't do another thing. But
just bold, man. We put you on a pro tour. Then you can make money.
She loves to sleep. Evelyn asked me if we're doing any challenges in the month. Every time I set something, I fail. However, after this week's over, because we've got Ash's show, and I mean, I stay keto regardless of what I do, or I'll do carnivore. Chalk Zero's got my butt, though. I'm telling you, it is once it's gone. I have an order coming in, but not any of it is chocolate. I did not order any more chocolate. I need to pat myself on the back for that, because that stuff is, dang, it's got me. I love it. If that's the worst I do, it's better than going to buy a Hershey bar or a Reese cup or something else in the store. I would be sick as a dog. But anyway, what I thought about doing is like doing 1 week of a week-long egg fast. I could do easy. 1 week of nothing but keto chow, which I could probably do that pretty easy too. Beef, butter, bacon, and eggs, and then carnivore. And I kind of am thinking about that from now until Keto Palooza. It's just alternating weeks with different things. So that's where I'm at. Share if you had any labs done. And have questions about them, bring copies with you. There may be opportunities to talk to the health experts about your personal needs. Great idea. How much sweet stuff do you all consider too much? Me? I don't consider any too much. However, I have put on probably 15 pounds since I was sick right after Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
And yeah, and I'm having a tough time with that. So I need that. Yeah, that I need to totally, I need to back off of it. But I will have the keto chow sweets that I make myself with keto chow. I think it's a much better option. I have such a terrible sweet tooth and always have. And obviously that's what got me in trouble mostly.
Yeah, I mean, I touch it once in a while, not often.
The Chalk Zero.
Yeah, anything.
Let me tell you,
Anything.
this man, now he's type 1 diabetic. For anybody that did not know, when before keto, you know those cheesecakes. The cheesecake is one of his favorite desserts.
Mhm.
That and carrot cake. We would go to the store and he would buy the multi-flavored cheesecakes, pre-sliced, like what, how many, 10, 12, 14 slices?
Yeah, there were quite a few.
There was a lot. They would be like from BJ's or Costco, one of the big trays. And at night, he would go in. Now, I like cheesecake. Chocolate is my preference, but I like cheesecake. He would go in there. He wouldn't just take one slice. He would take two. No wonder his A1C was so high. When we first met, his A1C was like 17. He was out of control, totally. He had lost his previous wife like 2 years before we met. And he was just out of control with his eating. It was crazy. When we left New Hampshire, his A1C was 7.9.
Yeah.
And with a lot of fighting with his endo about, oh, you need carbs. No, you don't. It was back and forth stuff. And then here in Kentucky, he still battles with her somewhat, different doctor, but
Yeah, well, not so much. I laid it
not
out
not
to
as
her.
bad.
I laid it out to her, and she understands.
But his A1C's been as low as
Yeah.
6.1.
Yeah.
And he was in tears. It's like I never thought I'd see numbers like this again.
Yeah,
Ever.
she's
Not
actually
again, ever.
I'm one of her best patients that eats pretty much the right way to do things that I'm supposed to do. But sometimes the sugars just do what they want, and it's a struggle. But it's part of my life.
Get
And
on the struggle bus.
I'm used to it. I just switch things up once in a while.
Yep.
That's all I can do.
So, Sean, how much sweet stuff do you consider is too much? I'll throw it back at you.
Mhm.
Yes. And I want to say thank you to my members that have joined. And there is Sean, Jennifer Lucas, Evelyn, Brenda Foley, Naomi Jones. Oh my goodness, if I forget anybody, I'm going to shoot. Sherry Lynn. I got to look it up. I can't remember them all. My memory is going bad. I am so frustrated with eBay, just ridiculously frustrated. All right. Sean Bradley, Brenda Foley, Jennifer Lucas, Dustin from Keto Simple, Robin and Callie from Two Queens Go Keto, Kim Halper, Naomi Jones, Evelyn, and Sherry Lynn. I've got them all now. I want to thank you all so much. And I truly, truly appreciate everyone that joins in with us and just is there for me and watches my videos. And Sean replied, well, if I have more than 2 or more things, my meter will show it. I don't use one. I don't use a meter. Stock. The only thing, I mean, I have a Keto Mojo. I've never had a CGM. And I do have episodes of hypoglycemia. ever since my gastric bypass. If I do eat anything that's too carby, I don't care what it is. If I don't eat enough protein with it, my blood sugars will drop out of nowhere. Before we started keto, I was home from work. Well, I was still working and I wasn't feeling well. And I went and laid down on the couch, and my son came and he went to give me a kiss on the forehead. He said, "Mom, you are sweating profusely." And back then I had bought myself a cheap meter. I said, "Can you go get that for me?" And I was like at 47. It was like crazy. I don't even remember what I had eaten. It was just, I mean, cereal, which we all know now is loaded with sugar, no matter what kind you get. And I tried all kinds because I loved cereal. I tried the Kashi lean cereal. I tried this stuff called Puffins that's supposed to be for diabetics. It has a good, okay flavor, but a lot of carbs. And it's just, how do they expect diabetics to eat this? It's stupid. So yeah, it was crazy. So I have a twofold reason, and I've talked about it before, for staying keto and watching what I'm doing and being smart about it and not always do the right thing, but I don't go off plan very much at all. It's very rare if I eat anything off plan, and I don't care if it's a birthday or it's a holiday or traveling. I had hard boiled eggs, beef sticks, cheeses that I had sliced up, or my sister and I sliced up. It was right before we left for New Hampshire. That weekend before, I had a sister's weekend. Unfortunately, our oldest sister was sick and had to go back home. So I had two of my sisters over for the weekend, and then they left on Tuesday. We left on Friday morning.
Yep.
So I had prepared all this stuff, and I mean, we had a ton of food on the road. We stopped at the rest areas and would eat.
Yep.
So we didn't have to go out to eat. We didn't have to get off the highway to look for a restaurant or.
No, it gave us enough time to get out of the car, stretch, and get some fresh air, and move on afterwards.
That was my take on sweet stuff. I used to punish myself for having desserts, and my body was punished too. But when I ate healthy rice cakes, it also made me feel terrible. I'm going to tell you, Evelyn, I went through a spell with rice cakes with peanut butter on it. Because alone, I couldn't take it. I put that peanut butter on them. They were good, but not healthy. And you think they are, because everybody was promoting those. Rice cakes are good for you. Just like brown rice was supposed to be healthy for somebody who had gastric bypass. Whole grain pastas and dark breads. And this is all stuff I was told to eat after the gastric bypass. I lost 90 pounds within no time. But over the years, eating the whole grain pasta, the brown rice, which was all that kind of stuff they told me to eat, the dark breads, the rye, the wheat, that weight just crept right back up. And I almost got back to 300 pounds where I was before the surgery. Anybody, God, don't do that. Don't do that surgery. It's horrible. Evelyn says, now I have sweets and enjoy them and don't derail me. Exactly. That's where this stuff comes in. But I need to get to where I make my own. Like I said, with Keto Chow, the fudge is fantastic. Cookies are great. All that stuff, instead of buying from the other companies. I need to. I tried all that Kashi back years ago and made me think it didn't. Yep. It was crazy. The stuff they made you believe. Sean says, I used to eat rice cakes with cinnamon. That was supposed to be the best thing to eat for diabetes. Wow.
Well, it's because back in the day, we listened to our doctors and paid attention and did what they told us. And, they, even if they knew about the way of eating, I don't think they were going to say anything because, we just did what we were told. We had no clue. We had no idea this was out here. if it wasn't for his sister figuring it out, looking up this stuff, we'd still probably be there doing the same thing over and over again. May not even be here today because of it. It's hard to say, but
Yep.
because her sister looked into it and got her on it, thank you, because we feel a lot better. And at this point in our life, we're up and around and moving and doing things instead of sitting around.
Bowling and bowling and bowling.
Yeah. as who is it? Two crazy ketos. Two crazy ketos. Her and her balls. Yep, we got them.
Naomi says, I've done rice cakes with jelly when I was a teenager trying to do Weight Watchers. I tried Weight Watchers for a very brief time. I wasn't going to pay for it, but it was like, whatever. But I tried it. I tried everything. Dustin, hello.
Oh,
where have you been? Wow.
Sleepyhead.
An hour late, that's all. Oh my gosh, yes, I ate more than my share of those awful rice cakes back in the day. They just weren't good. Now, they made some chocolate ones now. Sweet Tooth, Chocoholic. Those are the ones I would get and put peanut butter on them. They weren't bad that way. But they weren't healthy either. Love your videos, Cindy. Thank you so much, Julie. Love when you do cooking videos. You guys are awesome. I have to figure all that. White cheddar rice cakes were good. The cooking videos, while I'm actually cooking, I haven't done many of those because it's really tough. It's I can set the camera up, or my phone, what I use, right by the stove, and it's fine. But it's like, I don't know. There's so many people out there that are much better cooks than I am that are good at that. So
now I got a question for you.
What?
If I'm the guinea pig and I'm getting famous, do I get a star on the Walk of Fame?
You're sick. White cheddar rice cakes. I don't think I ever had those, Dustin. Hi, Dustin. Hey, Lynn. Hey, Dustin. I tried Herbalife way back then. I was tempted. I never did do that, though. So Dustin had put he said if we did these, he would want to come on with us some Wednesday. So Dustin, here's your stars, Brian. Thank you, Evelyn. It's like him wanting to get paid. Lynn said he gets paid with all the good food. So that's his payment. All right. Let me get this set up. Next Wednesday would be a little tough, maybe the week after, because since you missed it, we are going to be trying to do some reselling of things that we buy from the yard sales, flea markets, stuff like that. So, and I have my first live with that on Whatnot next Wednesday at 3. And then we'll be doing this at 6. So, and Max is going.
Yeah.
Lynn says, your meals always look good, Cindy, and you have such a good variety. I don't see, I thank you. Thank you. I don't feel that there's variety. I feel like we eat the same thing just about all the time. But I just made 6 keto chow creamies for the week.
Probably during week go probably. Let's
and
see.
when we have
tomorrow
them,
night, so we're gonna come home and have one tomorrow night.
When we have them, that's our meal. It's not like we don't share them. There's flavors that I do not like, but he likes them. So it's like I have so much keto chow. I could probably do a whole month of nothing but keto chow. I could.
No, the problem is bowling starts at 7. We usually leave around 6, which is in that meal frame time. So by the time we get home about 9 o'clock, it's ice cream time, and that's our dinner.
Yeah, even though after dark we're not supposed to be eating, but when you have your first meal
at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, what are you going to say then?
Trust me,
Food is
When we
food. I
eat our
don't care
first-
what time it is.
when we eat our first meal about 2 or 3, and then we bowl, and we come home about 9, it's like we're gonna eat. It's it's all right. Dustin, I would really like to talk to Chandra on the phone because I'm debating on eBay and I don't know. Hi, Donna. I've been working on car issues. I'm sorry to miss. It's okay. The replay will be good. As we've shown some stuff Brian's working on. You've got enough keto for to feed all of us for a month. I probably do. I probably do. I have more coming too. They obviously ordered banana bread. Stop. So yeah, it's I love it. And that alone will satisfy my sweet tooth. Yes, Donna, thank you so much. I appreciate it.
I mean, we
Now-
got so much that we brought some to the kids and went back to New Hampshire so they could have a bit because they can't afford much and help them out in their journey. So
Yeah. I've entered these giveaways thinking if I ever win anything, I'm having them sent to my son because they are struggling. We took them shopping, grocery shopping. My son is working 2 jobs. This is Dustin's twin. If anyone needs a star, Cindy needs a star on the Keto Chow Walk of Fame. So anyway, my older son, I found out that, they struggle, but I found out they're doing this and doing that, and they're going to casinos. They're doing all kinds of stuff they shouldn't be doing.
Supposedly.
My younger son, he needed help, and we took him shopping. He's working 2 jobs, trying to keep his butt above water. He's really struggling. So, and he's trying to do keto. So yeah, anything I might win, it's going to go to him. And hopefully people are okay with that because I don't win anything anyway. They're able to afford to go on a cruise that cruise they're on because of you, Cindy. Hey, there you go. It's me. I did it. You're welcome, Chris and Miriam. Cindy, have you thought about Poshmark instead of eBay? I have thought about Poshmark. Right now, I've got stuff on Whatnot. Watching ADH Dave and Picks, ADH Dave Picks. He talks about Mercari and eBay and Poshmark and Whatnot. And he uses this app, Vendu, that takes care of combining them all together. And all kinds of stuff. So I've started looking into all different kinds. I love when you make the Keto Chow ice cream. I mean, just to look at it looks so good. It is good, Donna. It's so good. Now, when I mix my ice cream, I put collagen in every one of them. And it varies with the kind, because I have a perfect keto collagens. And today I mixed up vanilla, fruity cereal, and birthday cake for Brian. Vanilla collagen went in all of them. And then I used Terragum, like a 1/4 teaspoon in each of them with 14 ounces of water and melted butter, just 2 tablespoons. I don't go crazy with the fat on those. And then for me, I've made orange cream with vanilla collagen. And then I made chocolate mint with chocolate collagen, black cocoa powder, and allulose. Because the mint, I think, is very, very strong. So the cocoa powder will dumb that down a little bit, as will the chocolate collagen. And then I made cookies and cream with the black cocoa powder to make it like cookies and cream taste, like an Oreo. It's good. It's so good. Chandra will talk to you about all things reselling. Yes. I don't buy anymore except when I'm out. Ice cream is your weakness. Keto chow. Keto chow. I'm an affiliate. I have a link on my website. All the links. I'll buy you more. Good to see you, Brian. Guinea pig.
Squeak,
Yes.
squeak.
He's crazy. I'm telling you. He's crazy.
She knows. She ought to know. She lives with me.
So I think, Dustin, when on your live stream Sunday morning, and we were talking back and forth about YouTube, and I got to tell you guys, when I just said I was frustrated with YouTube, overnight last week, and I keep an eye on my numbers, I had gotten to like 3,500 watch hours out of the 4,000 needed to monetize. And I was at 800 and something subscribers out of the 1,000 needed. The subscribers went down to 798, which I know they fluctuate up and down. You know, I get it. Watch hours went down under 3,000. It was like I lost over 500 watch hours overnight. And I contacted somebody from YouTube. And although I get it, I understand it, I think it's crazy. They have a 365-day scale that, like anything, it just moves. So whatever happened early on, and like, I don't, for those of you that remember, we had Wendy and Harry from Loving It on Keto on. That live stream got me over 2,000 views. And that was over a year ago. So that all those views, all those watch hours dropped off. And it was like, oh, dang, I worked hard. I've been working hard trying to figure out what to put up and what to do. So we talked with Dustin on his live stream, or I did. And then he reminded me that I didn't have a live stream the past 2 weeks. And for that, I am really sorry. On Friday nights, the people I was bringing on had canceled, and I really didn't want to go on alone. I feel like, I don't know. I feel like I sit here and go, duh, what do I do? What do I talk about now? So, yeah. So now we had talked about it prior to that. I had brought up the subject of doing these live streams on Wednesdays. And he was like, nope. But I think after Sunday's live stream with Dustin's live stream, he came to me later on that day. He said, we're going to do it. It's like, he just tells me no. Lynn says, I will never make fun of your keto chow addiction, Cindy. I have a creamy every single day. Have done that for about 2.5 years now. Yum. Yes. This keto chow would be better than ice cream. I'm telling you, that's my favorite way with keto chow, but I like the chaffles. I like the fudge, the cookies. I mean, anything. It's so, the shakes, the views don't drop off. The watch hours do fall away. Lives really do help a lot. Yeah. You'll never be alone. You'll have us with you. You're so sweet, John. Can you explain the difference between keto chow and creamy, please? A creamy is just, it's a Ninja creamy machine, basically. But with the keto chow, you make your shake, you put your fat in it, the water, you make your shake the way you make it. You pour it in a creamy container and freeze it for 24 hours. And then you run it through a creamy machine by Ninja. Or you can run it through any other ice cream machine. Or if you have a Vitamix, you can mix it in the blender. Wendy, Loving It on Keto, she does that a lot. She'll make her, before she got her creamy especially, she makes her ice cream in her blender. It has to be a very high-speed blender, and it's a very, very soft serve ice cream. With the creamy, you figure it's sitting in that freezer for 24 hours. It is rock solid. The Ninja Creamy machine, a bit pricey, but I will tell you, anybody that has one will tell you it is well worth it, because it's like, I came out of the room this morning, and Brian had 2 creamy containers with the flavors of keto chow he wanted for ice cream. Because we have limited space, and one day I'll take pictures of our freezers. They are so full of meat.
Well, it doesn't just do ice creams; it does other things too. So,
Well, yeah, the creamy machine, you can do milkshakes, you can do sorbet, you can do gelatos. I don't even know what all else. There's like 7 functions on some of them. Some of them have 5. It's a great machine, a very loud machine. Just wanted to hop on and say hi. My husband's 8 is off all week. Okay. Oh no, so I'm doing her job when I get home from work. I hope he's okay. And thank you for stopping in. And hello, hello, hello. Is it just a different brand? I hope that's not a stupid question. The Creamy is the brand of ice cream machine. Like I said, it's a Ninja product that has come out, I don't know how long ago, several years ago now. Keto Chow, Chris from Keto Chow put up a really good video on how to make ice creams using the many different kinds of ice cream machines, including a Creamy. That would be a good one to check out, Donna. I used to have one of those bowl ice cream machines where you had to put the bowl in the freezer and then you pour the shake in there after you make it. And it's like, for me, it was okay, but a lot of the ice cream would get stuck around the outside. And so I talked to Brian, I'm going to buy a Ninja Creamy Czar. Thus is because of me, he has a Creamy because we upgraded to the deluxe and I gave him my old one. Ninja Creamy is a machine that makes the ice cream. Keto Chow is a meal replacement shake that can make ice cream out of it. Yes. You're better at explaining, Evelyn. I have the original 7-in-1 Creamy and now also have the deluxe. Love my Creamies. Yes, Blaze, I am psyched. I gave my original one to Dustin when we upgraded to the deluxe.
then we had we actually have a neighbor that put one up for sale because they were moving. They didn't want it. They didn't use it that often, and
yeah, we're selling it for $40-some.
We bought it in a heartbeat
For our friends that wanted one
Yep.
and couldn't afford to go buy one. And they paid us back for it. Well, it says, I have a second Creamy machine as a backup for when my first finally dies because I can't live without Keto Chow ice cream. Worth $1 million, which is about how much they cost. Not quite, almost, but not quite. A Ninja Creamy Breeze must not have done one. I wouldn't think so. The way that bowl sat on there crooked, it was weird. I don't think anyone we know has one. I know I don't. I wasn't even going to think about that one. Show a packet of Keto Chow. How many packs would you like me to show? Hang on. I've got a ton.
Be easy to take the computer to the room.
Yeah. Right?
They get the packages. Jeez.
Hang on.
Packages, containers, canisters.
Watch this.
And then she's got another. We got another cabinet with drawers in it full.
I've got some. I got a little bit. I've just got a pack of each that I have in the drawers. So this is just a touch of the flavors that I have. Butterscotch. Chocolate malt. Love this. Peppermint. I have a ton of this. Cream of mushroom. They do have savory flavors too. And baked potato. That's just in my side cabinet. And it's multiple packs. It's not just one of each. And then I have a closet. The top 4 shelves are Keto Chow. Big bags. Bring a 25 serving bag for clarity. Oh my goodness, Dustin. You're killing me, dude. You're killing me.
Oh, jeez.
Most of it's in containers.
There's a couple bags back there behind stuff.
I know.
It's so bad that we have a shoe rack on the door with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
3, 4, 5, 6.
6,
6 rows.
6 rows of keto chow. Instead of the
6
shoes,
rows of
little
food.
packets are inside of there.
All right. Here is a 21 serving bag. This is your most economical way to buy it. But once you determine what flavors you like and all of that, this is probably one of his favorites. But we have quite a few. But the big bags, I buy the Better Homes and Gardens containers and put them in it and label them. That way I can put them one in front of the other. I have so many, so many. I do. I got to get this trap here. Talking good comes easier the more you talk on camera. I know when I first started, I felt like I'm talking to myself. It was crazy. Right? I did. I just did that. I have talked 4 people into buying a Ninja Creamy. I think Ninja owes me some commission for that. You know, I wish they would sponsor me or something because, you know, everybody talks about keto chow and creamy. So I can understand why Donna was confused because a keto chow creamy, what the heck is that? I totally get it. Well, you may as well show off the creamy too. Brian, that's your job because that thing is heavy. We're going to get it. We're just going to go get it. Charlie says, hey, Cindy and Brian. Hi, Charlie. I have 2 packets of chocolate malt. I'll be happy to trade, Cindy. You don't like it, Dustin? Oh, my goodness. That's so good. It doesn't have very much chocolate flavor, but it definitely has a malt flavor. Here he comes with the Ninja Creamy. The sucker is big. All right, there's the Creamy Deluxe machine. This, you put your cup, which is in the freezer. You put a cup of your ice cream that's in the special cups that are made for this. You lock the lid in place. You slide it into the machine, and you get all these buttons on here. But for keto chow, because it doesn't use real sugar, you mix it as the light ice cream, which is right here. You just turn, it's not turned up, not plugged in.
It's not.
But there's light ice cream, I believe. Yeah. Ice cream, light ice cream. I can't see it. Now you can do sorbet, gelato, frozen yogurt, cremachino. What the heck? Frozen drink. All I use this for is my keto chow. Slushies, milkshakes, and Italian ice. So these things do quite a bit of things. You can make quite a bit with them. I'm good.
And you can do mix-ins too when you want.
Oh yeah, so
Chocolate
you've got your spinning, and this is the power button. This is a respin button. So a lot of times, because it's so solid, you have to do a respin because there'll be like powdery substance on top. And then after that's all mixed to the consistency you want, you can do a mix in, and it's so good.
I personally like the cereal.
Yes, we found Magic Spoon fruity cereal. Brian's been using that as a mix-in for his fruity cereal keto chow and birthday cake, actually. Charlie Donna said, at least it's not shoes. All right. There's Evelyn. There you go. You got it. I'm a keto chow affiliate. I've never had a 21 serving bag. Honey, I can't tell you how many that I have bought over the years. We have so much. My kitchen is full of Ninja products. You know, I used to have, you were talking about the air fryer that you have that you can stand up. I used to have that one, and I got so tired. You mentioned cleaning it is a pain. I went to Walmart and I bought a brand of air fryer that has the basket. And I love it. So easy to clean. I got rid of my Ninja one. I dare you to demonstrate the cream meat and turn it on. I'm not, because no,
Nothing's ready.
no. My ice cream I just made today, so I can't do that. I don't like chocolate malt because I'm younger than 50. You're a dork. I think my favorite would be the orange, then the chocolate malt. Orange cream is very good. The chocolate malt, it has, like I said, it's a very muted chocolate flavor because when they tried to add it, Chris and Miriam, the founders of Keto Chow, they said when they tried to make it more chocolate flavor, it took away from the malt flavor. And that's what people were wanting, was that malt flavor. I'm trying to get my sister Karen to buy a creamy. It's mainly for selfish reasons because I miss my ice cream when I go down there. Take your own with you. Half creamy will travel.
Didn't Chris and Miriam put like 2 different kinds of keto chow together in the creamy?
I've done it.
You've done
Where have you been?
Nowhere.
I've done 3 different kinds added together. Man, it's so good. You had Whoppers when you were a kid, Dustin. Admit it. I did.
Yep. Triples. Onion rings.
I'm talking the candy Whoppers. You can have that. The candy Whoppers, the malted milk balls. That's what he's talking about. Talking about chocolate malt.
I didn't do candies like that. So
well, you couldn't, but we're not talking burgers here, Brian. We're talking chocolate stuff.
Oops.
He's like out there. Yes, I love Whoppers, but the Keto Chow chocolate malt doesn't taste anything like that. I love it. What do you want to trade for, Dustin? When you go come and trade?
He'll never get here.
Thank you for showing us.
He'll stop off.
You're welcome.
He'll stop at Buc-ee's and never come back.
That's just a taste of what I have in this house. It's like apparently it needs to be a dedicated Keto Chow button on the creamy machines. You know they should. They Chris and Miriam should partner with Ninja and make one of those. You know what? Ninja should make a version with Keto Chow's name on it. I need to clean it. Maybe I'll make a video on how dirty it is and how long it takes to clean. Those air fryers are a pain. I couldn't stand it. I don't think I've used my regular oven in a few months. I love my air fryer. It's actually a brand that Drew Barrymore is putting out. It's called Beautiful. And it works great. And it was only like $69 when I got it. It's a 6-quart. I wouldn't get a smaller one because
no, I think it is.
It fits 2 good steaks, good sized steaks in there. And I love the steaks in the air fryer. We're just trying to give you things to do and talk about. I appreciate that. Loved Whoppers. Anything chocolate, I did. It's a lot like one of those hot fudge shakes from Sonic if mixed with chocolate collagen. I haven't had one at Sonic, so I don't know. But it's good. And I use the black cocoa powder. It's really good. I think I have no less than 8 gadgets dedicated to eating carnivore. Blech. I usually have to operate out of the garage. Charlie, carnivore, all you need is a grill. Let's face it. Just a grill or a skillet on the stove. Shauna didn't like chocolate malt either. We bought 20 of them from her when it first came out. Wow. I think about getting the Drew branded griddle thing. MW, or WM, who's that? I want to start doing live cooking. Yes. You do that. You do it. That's good to know regarding air fryer. Thank you. I love mine. Wow. You're only an hour and a half late. Hi, Deb. What time I know what time you're coming Friday. How long you staying? Though I bet an indoor Blackstone would probably hold up better. I wouldn't want all the smoke in the house. Our smoke detector would be going off like crazy. My 2 sister-in-laws try to cream me at my house. I bet at least one of them will buy a Ninja Creamy and Keto Chow now. Yay! Use my link. Walmart. Oh, Walmart. Wally World. I said that one time and somebody said, "What's Wally World?" Walmart. So Debbie, I'm waiting. Dustin, you should make a keto simple mold for like pancakes. That would look cool. It would. Paul, hello. At least the countertop Blackstone has a pull down cover for it to prevent smoking out the kitchen, and you can see through it. Nice to know. Brian's not going to think so, but nice to know.
I got the one outside.
This is Paul, the type 1 diabetic
Yes.
you were talking to.
Hi.
That was on our live stream that I can't thank enough for coming on. That was fantastic. How are you doing? So Deb, what's shaking this weekend, chick? I know you're coming here Friday, and we're going to Sonny's for dinner. And then we're going to Ash and Chris's show. And that's all I know. That's all I know. So what else? Anybody got anything? Because I am like, I'm out of topics.
Yeah, I think we ran out.
We ran out. We ran out.
Dog's quiet. He's had his treats and he's eating those.
Evelyn said, have fun at the concert. Sean, I wonder how hard custom molds are to have made. I don't know, but that would be cool. Deb, yeah, that's all I know too. I have to get back home to work. I want to go to Ash in Louisville tonight, so go. It's probably too late now. Is Sonny's a meat by the pound barbecue place? Yes, it is. You can buy it by the pound. They have what Brian usually gets. They have a pick of the pit with 3 meats, and then it has 2 sides with it. Rough summer, but things are a bit better now. It was a pleasure being interviewed by you, Cindy, and nice chatting with you throughout it. Brian comparing type 1 stories. Yes, Paul. Sorry you had a rough summer. That stinks. And yes, it was fantastic speaking with you. I have to do it again. Because there's a lot of people out there that need to hear. I mean, it was just amazing. It's too late and difficult to travel 2 hours there and 2 back. How in the world are you going to travel 4 hours here then?
Chauffeur.
You're funny.
He's got to get himself a Rolls Royce and a chauffeur.
Yeah, right. A Rolls Royce and a chauffeur. Yeah, there you go, Dustin.
Show up at the Ketopalooza like that.
Right, I look forward to seeing you both live again next Wednesday, Sherry. We're going to do this every Wednesday.
What have I gotten myself into?
Yeah, right. We'll figure it out one of these days. Yes. And one of these days, Dustin's going to be on here with us. And anybody else wants to join us, feel free. And Evelyn, whenever you come up with a date, I text you the other day that the 25th is now taken of October. Ready to show up you place. You might misery me. I might misery you. What? That's what it said. I know how to read. I'm afraid to show up at your place. You might misery me. I'm confused. Hit the like. Thank you. Thank you, Donna. She's laughing at you. like the movie Misery. I don't watch movies.
Not movie people.
We don't. No, we're not movie folks. Debbie is obviously. Sorry, all off all social media now. All right, James, you have a good night. And we're about to wrap this up. Anyway, it's been an hour and 40 minutes and we made it.
Without killing each other.
We did it well. If we haven't done that by now, that's never going to happen. Crazy girl held a guy prisoner. Oh, nice. I won't do it. Living with one man is enough. All righty. Gotcha. Good night, Nan. And everyone else, thank you so much for joining us. And we will see you next Wednesday.
Yep.
There will be no live stream on Friday, like I had said. A lady kidnaps and holds her favorite author tied to a bed in her house. No, I don't want any other. Nope. Wouldn't do it. One man is enough in this house. Too much sometimes.
And one dog to go along with me.
Yeah. Good night, everyone. Anyway, I'm not going to do this long Southern goodbye. Everybody have a great night, and we will catch you on the flip side. We'll see you next Wednesday.
Yep. Same bat time, same bat channel.
Good night, everybody.
Bye.